Capricorn, welcome to the channel today. This will be a general reading for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's ahead for you for your November. Capricorn, I hope you're having the best day possible today. Let's see, let's get your cards laid out and jump into your reading. What is going on for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what we got here. What can we tell Capricorn for their November, please? Okay, bottom of the deck. For your underlying energy for November, Capricorn, you pulled the Hierophant. Okay, the Hierophant is potentially receiving guidance, giving guidance, focused on tradition and institutions. Sometimes it could even represent, I've got one of your cards, weddings, colleges, universities. Let's see how this plays out for the remainder of your reading. All right, what's going on for you currently? What kind of energy are you currently sitting in, Capricorn? For that, you pulled the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a knight of passion. He's going after what motivates him, what drives him, what he's enthusiastic about, what he's passionate about. He's pursuing his passions. So you're going after something that really strikes a spark in you, lights your match, something that really motivates you. I'm getting a message here for, this is probably just one of you out there, Capricorn, to be a little bit careful. Because this Knight of Wands energy can be a little bit impetuous and not always thinking, putting thought behind what he or she is going after. So I think this is for just one of you. Just, a little bit of caution. Go ahead and go after what really sparks your interest, what really motivates you, what really gets you enthusiastic. But make sure you put a little bit of thought into it before you go rushing in. Let's see. What's your challenge for November? You pulled the Star card. So it's looking like potentially in November, you may be struggling with a little bit of hopelessness or more finding hope in a situation. We'll take a little bit deeper look at that a little bit later on in your reading. What's motivating you, Capricorn? What's your underlying energy here for November? Your underlying energy, what's driving you, is the Judgment card. Judgment card is really a call to your purpose. It's an awakening, a renewal. Sometimes it can represent something from the past that's coming up again in your life. So that's what's driving you. That's what's motivating you. I'm really feeling this is more about a call to your purpose more than anything else. And that's what's really driving you and really motivating you. And maybe that's what this Knight of Wands is all about, really pursuing your passions here, because that's your call to your purpose that's been awakened within you. Let's see what happened to what's going on in your recent past. Capricorn. You pulled the World card. This is you completing a significant chapter in your life. You've learned whatever the situation was, you've learned all that you need to learn. And you wrap that up and you complete it. It's time to move forward with something new in your life. You successfully completed something significant. A life cycle here. Let's see, what's at the top of your mind, Capricorn? What are you thinking about? That you pulled the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is an energy potentially a burden, heavy responsibility, a heavy weight on your shoulders. So you're really thinking about something that's really weighing you down, or potentially just a lot of responsibility. One thing about this card, if you look at how he's carrying the wands, he's carrying them in front of him. He can't see where he's going. He's just carrying this heavy load, all this responsibility, trying to move forward, trying to get to this homestead here off in the distance. He's trying to make it there, but he's got all these wands piled up in front of him. He's making it more difficult for himself than it needs to be. Throw them over your shoulder, Capricorn. Open your eyes so you can see where you're going. You won't have to think so much about all this heavy responsibility or potential burden. Get those wands out of your way and throw them over your shoulder so you can move forward. And what's coming towards you in the near future, Capricorn? For that, you pulled the High Priestess. Sorry, your Hierophant card caught my eye. Your underlying energy is a Hierophant. These are counterparts here in the tarot and in your energy. So this is Hierophant is the wisdom from spirit made manifest here on earth. You know, it's that connection between earthly things and the spirit realm. And the High Priestess is also that connection, but she has hidden knowledge. She has intuition. She knows things that just may not be available on the surface. So this could be someone coming towards you who has hidden knowledge about something, or this could be you stepping into this energy of really focusing on and being able to tap into your intuition to move forward. To wisely pursue these passions, you know, that you're gung-ho and moving forward towards. You may have to, or likely going to need to really dig deep into your intuitions to know the best way forward and achieve whatever this is you're going after. Let's see, this is Capricorn. Sorry, Capricorn. What is your likely approach to this High Priestess energy that's heading towards you in the near future? For that, you pulled the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is kind of a lack of satisfaction, disinterest. Yeah, it's really just kind of sitting down, taking the time out, not really being interested in what's being presented to you or offered to you on an emotional level, spiritual level. Yeah, there's a lot of potential of fulfillment that could be in the offering here for him or her. But he's looking the other way, not really focused on it. So that's looking like potentially how you're going to approach this energy of the High Priestess heading towards you. Let's see, what's in your external environment that potentially could influence you? What's available to you outside of yourself? That you pulled, Capricorn, the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is walking away from what doesn't really fulfill you, what's not really you're feeling the best for your life, that there's something more, there's a wish fulfillment, there's something greater for you here. So that's the energy that's available to you in your external environment, is the opportunity to walk away from a situation that really doesn't fulfill you and pursue your wish fulfillment, which is the Nine of Cups, because this is the Eight of Cups. So he's moving away from this and on search for the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment card. That really kind of speaks to your approach here with this Four of Cups. See this cup here, you know, he's not really satisfied with his current situation. He's not really fulfilled. There's a lack of satisfaction there, and there's a need here potentially in your environment to move on, to really pursue that Nine of Cups, that wish fulfillment. And this is you going after your passions, you know. I'm taking a look here to see, I don't think this is a relationship situation. This is looking, like I said before, your call in life, your purpose. There's something that you're really passionate about, and that's what's speaking to your heart. That you really want to pursue this, or you are pursuing it. And this is you pursuing it here. You know, walking away from the things that don't really fulfill you so that you can go after what does. What's your advice from Spirit? Capricorn. You pulled the Two of Swords. Now the Two of Swords is the inability to make a decision. You know, you've been presented with an option and you just can't figure out what's the best approach, which is the best way to go. And this card is here to advise you to lean on your intuition, but you can't see, you know, and behind her, she's sitting with, in front of all this water. The water is subconscious, you know, heading into your intuition. Spirit is saying, tap into your intuition. Tap into this High Priestess energy that's heading your way. This is the pinnacle of intuition here. And Spirit is telling you, tap into that. Do not ignore it. So, Capricorn, what is the potential outcome if you continue along the path of your likely approach of the Four of Cups with regard to this High Priestess energy that's headed your way in the near future? Feeling really, there's another side to this Four of Cups. You know, the Four of Cups is, yes, a card of dissatisfaction. A card of really, sometimes just being bored or refusing a potential offer of happiness. But there's another part of this card, another aspect of this card, of this energy that's really about self-reflection and soul searching, going deep within to really look at, you know, digging into the subconscious to look at what is it that's causing the dissatisfaction and how to resolve that. Taking a time out to really dig into that. There's a really kind of a corresponding card to the Hangman in the major arcana. This is minor arcana, the day-to-day things in our lives. So I'm really feeling for you, Capricorn, this is more about that self-reflection, that soul searching, that inner searching. So that's your likely approach to this High Priestess energy coming in, is really more about that inner reflection and soul searching. So you may be actually heading on the path to tap into that intuition as you're being advised to do so from Spirit with this Two of Swords. So you may actually be in sync with Spirit here. So if you continue along your likely approach of this Four of Cups energy, that self-reflection, that soul searching, so your potential outcome in that case, you're going to get your aha moment. You're going to get your truth, the wisdom that you're seeking, new information potentially, to help you move on towards that victory that you want, whatever that is, this passionate thing that you're pursuing. So that's your potential outcome in that case. So Capricorn, if you listen to Spirit, the advice you got regarding from this Two of Swords energy, to really, when you're struggling to make a decision, when you're here, and going deep within, doing that inner reflection and reaching a point that you can't really make the decision, and you really want to move towards your wish fulfillment, move out of this energy of being unfulfilled. So if you follow Spirit's advice, then your potential outcome is the Page of Pentacles. This is you rolling up your sleeves, learning something new, starting a new project, moving forward, planting a seed for tangible, practical results, opportunities in the long run for you in the future. This passion that you're pursuing, follow Spirit's advice, and you can really manifest this and make this come to fruition. This is the beginning. This is planting the seeds. This opportunity, if you dig into your intuition and be able to make that choice, that decision on how to move forward, this is potentially what's waiting for you, is this opportunity to really have tangible results, tangible new opportunity, practical, tangible results that, that can last on into the future. I like this for you, Capricorn. I really do. I just want to pull a clarifier on this challenge of yours for November, this energy of not feeling connected to the divine, and maybe a sense of struggling to find the hope that you're looking for. Let's take a little bit deeper look at that. What else can we tell Capricorn about their challenge for November? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's take a look at this challenge for November. All right, Capricorn. So you pulled the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Wands. A lot of action involved here. And the Hermit card. So I'm feeling here, Capricorn, this is really about an issue of your confidence, potentially, in your belief in what you're going after, what's important to you, what's your passion, what you're pursuing here that really motivates you. The Seven of Wands is really standing your ground, standing up for your beliefs. All right? The Eight of Wands, this is quick action, quick momentum. And the Hermit, this is deep inner wisdom, inner knowing. You know what it is that you want, that what you're pursuing. So your challenge is really staying confident, standing your ground, and firm in what you're pursuing. And that's where you're going to find your hope and your continued connection to the divine. Okay. Capricorn, before we leave your reading today, I'm going to pull a couple of oracle messages. Some additional messages from the divine for Capricorn, please. Sun, moon, and rising. What else can we tell Capricorn for their November, please? Capricorn. What else can we tell Capricorn? Spirit doubling down. Awakening. Here's your underlying motivation. Awakening, renewal, call to your purpose, call to your mission. You're on the right track. Spirit agrees with you. What else can we tell Capricorn? Sun, moon, and rising for their November, please. Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. All right. You pull pleasure. This is happiness. This is pleasure. Give yourself a break. You know, enjoy yourself for a chance here. Let's get out of this sense of being disconnected and remain, where you go, here. Really focusing on keeping up your confidence and your belief and standing up for what you believe in, standing your ground. Take some time out for pleasure, Capricorn. I really like this reading for you. All right. Capricorn, thank you so much for stopping by the channel today. That's your reading for November, and we'll see you again next month.